All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Lofter, and welcome to what is probably the finale of Slay the Princess. Last time, you could go watch the video, or you can know that I kind of got locked into a decision I didn't like, where I was going to go. I went in without the knife, and then my only option was to slay the princess. Literally, the only option was to slay her. And she turned kind of beastly, and she killed us, ripped us in half in the second chapter. So now we're in the third chapter, where presumably she has gone full beast mode, and our path is blocked by the mirror, just like the last time we got to a chapter 3. So that is probably the way this works. But we also know that this is the final loop that we're going to be doing. And I don't know if there's anything after that. So this might be a 10-minute episode, or it might be an hour-long episode. I don't know. But let's get this party started.
The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade.
And of course, the narrator can't see the mirror.
Rings. The blade is your implement. Of course that damn mirror's back. And of course he's not saying anything about it. Why is it following us? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
Oh.
Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
So let's go ahead and grab the kniffy.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight.
I mean, at this point, she's kind of gone nuts, so we need defense.
Save the world without a weapon. Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot.
All right, approach the mirror. We're gonna touch it. It's gonna vanish.
The basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually.
I'm very curious to see if they're going to explain the mirror.
Away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm? Reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward.
Fair enough.
Into the darkness.
The hunted actually knew the mirror wasn't there. He could feel the wind coming up from the basement past the mirror, which is pretty interesting.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Coupe de Journac has requested that I stop skipping dialogue that I haven't read before, so I'm going to patiently wait for the narrator and his paragraphs.
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Well, I guess we'd be quiet then, huh? I'm gonna listen to the hunted.
Maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
This guy, I like the skeptic. He's awesome. Step into the chat. I'm gonna listen to him.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you.
All right.
There, she's about to strike. With the silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape. That's stage one. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent.
Yep. I also am curious as what I
The
am.
sounds are coming slower now. The breaths pained and stuttering.
Successfully flee from the creature
You
in
no
the
longer
sim.
sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance.
What is she?
She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
Uh-oh.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she? No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you. If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted. I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you.
I don't think I'm gonna kill her.
What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help. We did bring the blade. Maybe we should use it.
Boy, you guys are giving me all the options.
You have a job to finish, and this is the perfect opportunity to finish it. Or maybe we should try and talk to her. That's a terrible idea. Your first one was better.
Let's talk.
You cautiously make your way closer to the princess, her eyes avoiding yours with the silent resignation of a defeated predator.
Oh, the hands already came for her? But why?
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
Why did the hands come now? We could have talked. Nobody died. Ugh, that's frustrating. And what do I look like now? You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and there you see a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
I hate you. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? Does it hurt when the pieces break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Or are you part of me? Or someone else? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Okay. Rat. Does it hurt when the piece breaks off like that?
Hurt? I don't feel pain.
Oops, I didn't mean to right click. Not physically. Others like you. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, It would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Okay.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Awake? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris? So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why'd you lie to me? What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
So she's death. Let's see here. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Oh. See, that's kind of what I had been saying before. She becomes that which others perceive her to be. If I take the knife, I perceive her as a threat. If I don't take the knife, I perceive her as a prisoner.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
I don't think I want to do that, though. Oh my god, so much stuff. Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread?
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come.
Oh.
I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Okay, so I get 3 more questions. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? Ooh, there's a lot of questions. How am I supposed to destroy an, So you do know about the looping, if she becomes... Yeah, let's will her into something
As
small.
you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. That's why I had to die.
Oh. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture.
The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put 2 infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
Run out of questions. Yeah, I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that's before you die.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Or is there? Okay, princess, no reason to get so handsy. Oh, wow.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
This is disturbing and very...
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
True. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
If you're talking directly to me, then yes.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final door?
Oh, I'm not killing you. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answered before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
Good, don't tell me that, please. Don't. I need to not have an existential crisis right now.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What? What? We were talking.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
I don't want to think about it, but are you so sure of yourself that the world would stop without you? I won't engage in violence. I don't want to think of a world without you.
Then don't. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
So they're running me through my endings and the conversation with them. I still want to know what's out there. I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back to it? I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Curiosity comes second to doing the right thing.
All things are connected through me and through you.
I think we're still
To
in
harm
the
me
thick of
is
it.
to harm yourself.
I
is
think
to
we're still
harm
forming
everything.
her.
The truth of that moment remains our truth.
facing your death and forfeiting your body. You chose agency. But agency requires action. And action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments would you remove action itself from reality?
I don't understand. I don't want that world to come to pass. You didn't give me much choice.
And yet still you chose. To be capable of change is to be capable of choice. Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Right. I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
Ooh. No, I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
And I would sacrifice everything to free you, but without redemption there can be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
The clash between you abates and begins to shake your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear
It's good to be here. There's too many things wrong with us out here. If you want to get through to that, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
you. Okay.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to our heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's go.
There has to be something else.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
No, I can see it. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it back to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Do a quick savey save. Is the narrator really gone?
It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Describe the cabin for me.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
I don't want to take the blade. I don't actually know how I feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Yeah. Alright, let's go. I guess I have the blade.
Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I do.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Hey, princess.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me?
No.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her. I don't want to be a god. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Nah, because then we'll just go back to killing each other and stuff.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Won't we end up back here?
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Okay, then let's do it. I believe in us. More information, please.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
Okay.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do I know that we won't end worse? What if when I make it back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
I guess that's true. I take it all back. I don't want this and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? I'm gonna save before I make that question.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Why not?
Oh, I love you too.
Oh. It is a love story, isn't it?
You're on a path. You're here.
So we reset everything. Before I continue this, give me a second to Google if that's the end. Like, if it's truly started over. Or, let's see here. Okay. So everything's reset at this point. Okay, so I think I screwed up. A little bit. I can go back to here.
The interior is
So
dark.
picking up the knife
blade
is where I goofed,
isn't
because I
evil.
had the knife going into that final area.
You really steel claw. You step forward. Haven't you that mirror? It went away.
So bear
Reach
with me
forwards.
1 second.
You step forward. If you step,
Say nothing.
you say the step
Try to lure her out.
there. That stage. The second. So, yeah.
Let me go back to the end.
Caught.
Approach the mirror. Gaze.
I think.
I got all the information I needed. I'm just gonna make sure I used all my questions. Alright. So now we're back here. We're gonna try to find a middle ground again. And get back to the
I
cabin.
can finally see you. And you can finally see me.
Because that's what
It's
I want.
been so long. Every word you
What happens
spoke,
now?
when the ex.
So let's actually go ahead and save here too. If I let you out the entire
If you're
okay, and she starts this. Don't want to think of a world without you. We're gonna go. Still want to know. Curiosity says. Yep. Much
and yet
choice.
your left, but the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that
want that
desire
feeling
for
back.
it never. A shame you felt without.
But without redemption, there can be no sin.
Are you? No, there. Oh,
Ask more questions. Ask more questions. Eventually. It can't be this. Which hero are you? You don't know how good it is to
it's
hear
time
you.
to.
She's with.
So I don't have a knife this time. I'm ready. Okay, so now we're going in without the knife.
And here we are.
I took the knife earlier but never used it. Yeah.
Do you...
Let's just go.
Blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
We're still going to go for the middle
Stairs.
route.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying?
It sounded just... And down we go. We
No
shouldn't
knife
keep
this
her
time,
waiting.
girl.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you...
Sit with her. What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I wanted to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
You know what? Yeah, I want that too.
That's the
think
first
I'm
time
gonna
she
stay
said what
right
she
here.
wanted.
Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Are you sure you don't want to come? Are you going to be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
There. You lead the prince. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling the spaces that used to be flooded with the violence in words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident footsteps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Let's hit her with the I love you.
I love you too.
Because after all, this is a love story.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
I like that. I like that a lot. That was a fascinating game with fascinating implications and a good enough ending, I think. Granted, I did screw up and got looped all the way back to... I don't even want to do the other endings. I just want to leave it at that. That's just a good ending. Oh, the manly badass hero. I saw that. Here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. You'd like to see, take a screenshot, you can use... Aww. Well, that's it. Well, we don't know what happened, but that's okay. Two entities who had no choice in their lives or existence got what may have been a happy ending, so I liked it. The story, it was, I don't like how it locked you into stuff. Like, once you did something, it completely took you out of it, because like I said, there was that one time where it forced me into a super violent ending because I didn't want it. But also, they can't have truly infinite, options and routes as well. I mean, this was only a $20 game, and as you saw, a very small team, so. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, likes, comments, subscriptions, all that good stuff help out a bunch. And watching more videos helps out even more. And I'll see you in the next one. Deuces, dummies.